The California DREAM Act application is used to apply for state and institutional financial aid by students who meet certain qualifications and who cannot apply for federal financial aid. Completing and submitting the California DREAM Act application is free. The DREAM Act application opens on October 1st. The priority filing period ends March 2nd. To determine whether you should file a California DREAM Act application, visit dream.csac.ca.gov and click Start under First Time User. Students who have a Social Security number that was issued after completing the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals process, or DACA, should file the DREAM Act application. The DREAM Act application is separate from federal aid, and DACA status is not required to file. Students without a Social Security number should click No and continue. Read the Ab540 criteria carefully. First-time users will need to create a username and password. Keep your username and password in a safe and secure location so you can always access your California DREAM Act application. Be prepared to answer personal and financial questions about you and your family. Make sure you have your identification numbers, federal income tax returns for the year requested if filed, W-2 forms if applicable, and current bank statements. The California DREAM Act application requests demographic information about you. If you have a Social Security number, you may enter it. If you do not have a Social Security number, but have an individual taxpayer identification number, or ITIN, you may provide that. If you have neither, you may leave the Social Security number question blank. All questions with an asterisk are required. Please note that in most cases, persons who are born male and are between the ages of 18 to 25 are required to register with the Selective Service System. Your institution may require proof of registration prior to receiving financial aid. The Selective Service System does not share your immigration status. You will need to report income information. Please make sure to note the tax year that it is asking it for. The California DREAM Act application uses smart logic, so some questions may become not applicable to you depending on the answers that you select. After you complete the demographic and income information for yourself, you will have the opportunity to add schools that you want your California DREAM Act application sent to. You can add up to 10 schools. These dependency questions will determine whether you will have to provide information about your parents. If you are a dependent student, the application will also request your parents' Social Security numbers. If they do not have a Social Security number or an ITIN, they can enter all zeros. Carefully input the requested information. The application will calculate an expected family contribution, or EFC. This number helps determine your financial aid. It is important that the information on the application is accurate and complete so that the financial aid office can award you the correct financial aid. Make sure to click Save every 15 minutes as you work on the application. You may notice a section highlighted in red. That means there is incomplete data. Look for a red X and make sure to answer the question. You can navigate to different sections using the tabs at the top. Your parent should click the green button to add their signature. If this is their first time using the DREAM Act application, they will need to create a PIN. Enter the required information. Make sure to write down the parent PIN and your ID number. Once the parent PIN is submitted, they will be taken to this page. Make sure they read, check the box, and then submit the signature. This confirmation page has a lot of important information. It includes your California DREAM Act ID number, your expected family contribution, whether there is anything missing from your application, and whether you've been selected for something called verification, which means that we may be requesting additional documents from you to confirm the accuracy of the information provided. Please read through this confirmation page carefully. You will also receive an email to the email address you provided confirming the submission of your application. Remember to renew your application for each academic year that you're in school. Contact the Financial Aid Office if you have any questions.